Everybody, welcome back to my platform. Those of you that are returning and those of you that are new, welcome to my platform. My name is Astraea Love, and I am the Psychic Tarot Angel Oracle. I'm going to be doing a reading for you guys today. Sorry, I just spilled some of my cleaning hand stuff on this new deck. Okay. So I hope everybody's had a good day wherever you're at in the world. You guys, God bless you. Peace be with you. If you guys could like the video as you come in, I would greatly appreciate it. To make sure you tap the notification bell. Make sure you are subscribed to this platform. Just let you guys know on this platform, it's a little bit different. I have another platform, which is called Astraea Love, ASTRAEA LOVE. On that platform, I do just strictly tarot readings. Okay, so if you have personal questions, make sure you go to that platform and subscribe. Tap the notification bell, and when I go live, you can ask your question. But you send me a $20 super chat with your question, and then I will pause the collective reading that I'm doing for everybody over there, and I will answer your question personally. Okay, and I set a 20-minute timer for here. I have PayPal. If it's linked in the description box below. If you have a question, send me a $20 PayPal payment, and then I will do the same thing and set a 20-minute timer. Again, we are working to getting this platform, what is it called? Monetized by YouTube. So by liking the video, hyping the video, leaving a comment, subscribing, all of that stuff lets the algorithm know, and it lets the YouTube people know that this content is worth being seen. And then once it's monetized, I can accept $20 super chats per question. Okay. So God bless you guys. Please know that my readings are timeless, which means whenever you get to this reading, there's going to be messages in here for you. I suggest that you guys watch all of the readings on both platforms. Again, I was just talking about the other platform called Astraea Love. On that platform, we talk about all sorts of different things. So I hope you guys have had a good day wherever you're at. God bless you guys. Peace be with you. All right. So what was the other thing? Was there anything else that I had as an update? I think that was it. All right. So we are calling upon the Most High God and the Holy Spirit, Jesus Christ and the Ascended Masters, our spiritual team of highest light and resonance, including our guardian angels, the archangels, and the Starseed family, like all of our spiritual team of highest light and resonance, our destiny helpers. And we ask that all of that together put a protective shield around us, keeping us safe and anytime that we are doing anything, actually. And I just want to say, God, thank you for already what you've done. Thank you for keeping us safe thus far, prospering us, loving us, and being with us. We invite our higher selves forward into this connection now. I just want to say, God, thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you, I love you, I love you. All honor, glory, worship, and praise goes to my higher self, your higher self, the Most High God, Jesus Christ, the Ascended Masters, the Holy Spirit, all of that. The angels, because without them, I would not be who I am today. And so all honor, glory, worship, and praise goes to the truth, which is God. Okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We love you, we love you, we love you. Please help us get these messages to the people that they need to get to, and so that we can touch the hearts of as many people as possible. Amen. And please get YouTube to monetize the channel so that we can then do super chats. Thank you, God. Amen. Okay. Thank you, angels. Thank you, spirit guides. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. So by watching my readings, you're agreeing to the contract of being in control of yourself, being responsible for yourself, and with any of the information being channeled. Please be on your best behavior because the Most High God is watching and the Holy Spirit is listening. By watching my readings, you're agreeing to not attack, bully, or persecute me for my calling. That means also not bullying me, making fun of me, anybody in the comments, anybody in the chat. Everybody's allowed to have their own perspective, but what's not allowed is religious condemning, bullying, harassment, weird sexual stuff, all of that. That will just get you blocked from the platform, okay, and reported for bullying. So don't waste your time doing it to me, okay, or to anybody in the collective. All right. If I were other people, I would not trigger me. I would be like, okay, well, let's not piss her off. So, what we're going to be working with today is one that I just opened this. Like, I've had it for a long time. Okay. These Louise Hay affirmation cards, I have like 4 decks of them. They were in a box that was basically, because from when I moved, like, lost to time. That box got found. And so I have all these decks that like haven't been opened yet. So we're going to be working with Life Loves You cards to begin this reading, which is written by Louise Hay. So I just want to tell you about Louise Hay. If you don't know about her, she's an amazing teacher. She's no longer with us, but she does have a lot of work that's beneficial, okay? For those of you that are into affirmations and healing. So it says, Dear friends, this card deck contains 52 spiritual practices to heal your life. Inspired by our book, Life Loves You, the affirmations and exercises on the cards encourage inquiry into who you are and how you relate to the world. Oh, also, I knew I was forgetting something. There is 2 books that are listed, and they're linked in the description box below. I'm going to be talking about them at the end, but I'm going to do a little brief thing so that if you are interested in them, stay to the end of the reading, okay? As I'll be talking about them. So the first book is called The Truth of God. It is an advanced intuitive living workbook written by Michael STEADMAN. So I'm going to read the back of the book to give you guys an idea. At the end of the reading, I will talk about the techniques that I use from this book every day. So the truth of God is an evolutionary encounter with that which we know as God, gaining new perspective into who we are and from where we came. First, the journey to God takes you to the realm where it all began, making many discoveries along the way. Next, the story of God explains what has seemed to be indescribable, creation and the path that led to what we perceive to be reality. Last, in the spiritual workbook, Michael gives us information and techniques that will allow us to free ourselves from those ideas and emotions that are hindering our spiritual progress, and methods to open up the channel between the conscious mind that we are aware of and the inner consciousness that many are becoming aware of. Okay, why don't we do the joy, love, grounding, breathing technique, okay? And then at the end of the reading, I will go into depth with more of these techniques. But we're going to do this one. Okay. So with your eyes closed or open, bring your attention to your third eye. Your third eye is right about here. Okay. The middle of your brow. Now, while taking an inward breath, feel the energy come in from the core of the earth as you breathe. You're focusing here, but you're feeling the energy come in from the core of the earth. Bring it up your base chakra, which is at your spine, and up to the heart. So you're breathing the energy up into your heart. Wow, that feels really good, actually. At the same time, feel the energy coming through the crown chakra and bring it into the heart. So as you're breathing, energy is coming in both ways. Okay. Wow. Oh my gosh, that really freaking works. While exhaling, feel the energy that had been brought to the heart chakra, send it down to, that's exactly what I was feeling going. It was like going like this and then going down. Okay, yeah, so send it down through the base chakra and into the earth. Wow. Joy, love, grounding, breathing technique. That was really freaking powerful. Dang. Dang, dang, dang. So that was just one technique. I'll talk about the other techniques at the end of the book. Okay. But this is a life-changing book. I've been using the techniques from this book for 10 years. That's why I take the time to talk about it. The second book I'm going to be talking about is just for those of you that are interested in learning to read tarot for yourself and for others. So I have linked in the description box below this exact deck. It's called the Quick and Easy Tarot. And if you learn these cards, if you're interested in learning to read tarot, for those of you that are not, just wait 1 second. I'll be just about done with it. But if you learn these cards, you can go to any specialty deck, and when they give you the abstract picture that has nothing to do with the card, you'll know what the card means because you have the original. Okay. So this book was inspired by, it is called Vassago Tarot Card Spreads and Spells, written by me, Astraea Love. Okay, so this book was inspired by the Ars Goetia spirit known as Vassago. He has assisted me in designing the different tarot card spreads in this book so that they cater to your personal experience. I, for one, know how difficult it can be to read cards for yourself due to our personal attachment to the outcome. This book will assist you in getting past that blockage and obtaining the spiritual truth that will set you on your divine life purpose, aka spiritual path. This book of never before created major arcana spreads references the standard Rider-Waite tarot for all explanation. It includes spells and rituals for each of the 22 cards. In the back of the book, different card combinations descriptions are gifted from my many years of practical knowledge and are included in the additional notes section. So we'll be going over that at the end of the reading. If you are interested, stay till the end, okay? All right, so going back to Louise Hay, because sorry, y'all, that I had forgotten about those, to let you guys know. I created that book because I didn't have anybody but God and Vassago and the Holy Spirit and Jesus to teach me how to read, how to use my gifts to read cards and stuff. And because my ability just works the way that it works, and it doesn't matter what the medium is, you know. I mean, I don't like looking into crystal balls and shit. I can tell you that right now, but I like cards much better. But when I first started doing reading, I would just sit with people and talk with them. And then I would tell them a bunch of stuff, and then they would forget it all. And then they'd be messaging me later, and it was very overwhelming. So then I evolved to using a piece of paper so I could write all the stuff down that they needed to remember. And then that worked pretty good. And then I came across oracle cards, and my first oracle deck that I ever used is the Doreen Virtue. Now, she has made some amazing, chef's kiss decks, right? No, there's not anybody that's replaced her or been able to even remotely do the work that she did. I mean, it was that good, okay? It is that good. She renounced it all and became a Christian, and she has her feelings, whatever she did that for. But a Christian in a way that she denounced all of her other work, which all of her other work was very positive, angels and about positivity. So I don't know what happened to her, but I will tell you this. That was a badass deck. It was a past life deck. And yeah, that thing was freaking really accurate. Really accurate. When me and the other psychic would sit down with somebody and we would start going through the timeline of the things in their past life, and then we would use the cards. Oh my gosh, it was like always the past life, whatever happened in the past life was replaying in this life, like with symptoms and stuff. And we would make the connection between the two, realize the situationship or whatever was going on hasn't been fully released and healed. And then we would use the techniques from the truth of God and release and heal that with the person, and their life would change. I mean, just really, really amazing things. Okay. So like I was saying, you can use this deck in many different ways. If you choose to purchase it, I mean, this is a purchase that I don't have it for sale, but Louise Hay is a really good author, you guys. You'll see in just one second. I think might be a free app. I forget what it's called though. You might want to check and see, and that way you can have like one powerful affirmation card a day. So yeah, you can choose. So you can use it in different ways. Choose a card as an oracle, perhaps, or focus for the day or the week, or to provide guidance on a specific issue. However you decide to work with the cards, let yourself be led by the transforming power of love. And I feel the spirit guide coming up on my right to tell me something. Oh yeah, so it's about this. Louise Hay is the author of the international bestseller, You Can Heal Your Life. Yes, okay. And so basically the Archangel Raziel is telling me that I should read that book because I haven't read it. So if I'm being told that, then maybe that's a sign for you as well. Yeah, I get that it is. She's sold over 50 million copies. Go her. I mean, she's no longer with us, but it doesn't matter. Her work is still around, and I'm really thankful for it. For 45 years, she's been helping people discover and implement their full potential for personal growth and self-healing. So you can learn more about her at louisehay.com, which is LOUISEHAY.com. Okay. So here we go. And I like these cards because they're double-sided. They got two messages on them. Your self-image is made up of your judgments. It's not the real you. Sit for 10 minutes with this question: what it's like to be me when I'm not judging myself. Dang, you guys, that already like slapped me in the face. And then this side says, I love and accept myself. Oh my goodness. Okay. I'm going to read that again. It says, your self-image is made up of your judgments. It's not the real you. Sit for 10 minutes with this question: what it's like to be me when I'm not judging myself. Whoa. All right. Heavy hitting stuff already. How often do we judge ourselves? And I feel like that is a habit that we pick up from seeing our parents judge us, or our parents judge themselves, or community, or anybody else. It doesn't have, if you don't have parents, then I'm sorry for that, but it could be anything else. But whatever, it's a learned behavior. Do I believe that as children, I think that we are taught to judge ourselves, our image and all that. I feel like that is part of what society does. Forgiveness is a gift to yourself. It allows you to release the past. Going into the next thing that we're talking about, go to your mirror. A law about sitting. So this is saying sit for 10 minutes by yourself. Go to your mirror and say, I forgive myself. I forgive everyone. I forgive the past. I am willing to forgive. Absolutely. And just know that, like, you're doing the best that you can do at this time. And so don't, yes, we judge ourselves through the lens of social norms. Absolutely. But I will tell you this, that whatever version of perfect is in your mind, that is a delusion. Perfection is a delusion. Okay. That everybody, and it's different for everybody. So there is no one perfect anything, right? Think of God as being the perfect thing. Okay. Beyond limit. But then know that your higher self is God and you have access to that. And like, forgiveness is being able to love yourself unconditionally enough to say, you know what? Maybe I was wrong about that judgment I made on myself. Maybe I was wrong about that judgment I made on somebody else. Try not to judge others. But once you can recognize that pattern, then instantly forgive yourself. There is no reason to hold on to any upset feelings with yourself at all. Okay? I am lovable. The less I love myself, the harder it is for others to love me. This is 100% true. All of the witches and warlocks out there that are doing love spells on everybody else, listen, if they ever come across this message, stop what you're doing and listen to me. If you would start to love yourself and stop trying to manipulate everything, okay, the perfect situation for you will come in with somebody who unconditionally loves you, because you unconditionally love yourself. You cannot attract in the love of another person, not in the correct way, unless you unconditionally love yourself. So instead of doing that spell on someone else, don't do it at all, because I don't think it's going to help, but focus on loving yourself and figure out what that means to you to love yourself. The moment you do that, I promise you, it's going to feel like a magic spell, but it's just the universe will bring in somebody that will match that frequency and give you the love that you're actually looking for, because you do not want obsession. You do not want, someone to only think of you and all of these things that these people say in these love spells. I promise that you do not actually want that. Focus on loving yourself, and what is in alignment with loving you unconditionally will come in. Okay. And it'll be something that you'll be really grateful for. So remember, you guys, I am lovable. When you don't love yourself, it makes it impossible for someone else to love you, because how the universe works and the law of attraction is what you put out, and that's not words. The universe doesn't understand, I don't want this. Okay. The universe understands vibration, frequency. So if you're putting out that you don't love yourself, then you're going to pull in people that don't love themselves and that don't love you. Okay. Point blank, period. That's how. But like I said, when you put out, and I know this to be true because there was a time when I did not love myself. And I then went within and did that. And you know what? I attracted somebody who loved me right after that. I mean, it was literally like very, very quick for me. I don't know if it'll be that quick for everybody, but it was very, but once I figured that out, I was like, oh my gosh, I haven't been loving myself, I've been loving everybody else more. So the more I love myself, the easier it is for others to love me and for me to recognize how loved I am. Especially if you don't feel loved or you don't feel worthy or something, stop right now and literally go within and say, why do I feel that way? What trauma is it? What trigger is it? You know, what was I told? What did I hear? What did I tell myself that's making me think that I'm not worthy of love and peace and happiness? Like literally ask yourself those questions. And then when the belief comes forward, be like, I don't come into agreement with this belief. I don't own this belief. I would use the mind technique from the Truth of God, but we haven't talked about that to clear the belief. But literally, I would be like, I'm not coming into agreement with that belief. And I'm not, and anything like that, I use the mind technique and get rid of it. Notice how abundance flows into your life in delightful and surprising ways. I live in an abundant universe, and I love this. When abundance comes in through ways that you never thought, it's always such a good feeling. It's like so exciting. So exciting. So our expectations and our need to control everything is what blocks us in life. And so if we would just release that, the universe would start delivering us things that we could never think was possible. And I've seen God do things that I thought were completely impossible, but with God, anything is possible. Only love is real. Whenever you're afraid, and God is not a God of fear. So whenever you are afraid, remember this: only love is real. Let love bless you, guide you, and inspire you. Let it bless you, guide you, and inspire you. Only love is real. Everything else is an illusion. I follow my joy. I follow my joy. I like that. Oh, the other side was to say, your thoughts influence the kind of day you'll have. Name 3 ways you could make today even more enjoyable than you thought it was going to be. Okay. Yeah, I could relax. There's many things that I could do. I could eat something good. I could pamper myself. So think of do the things that you enjoy. Okay, this one's interesting. I practice loving / kindness towards everyone, including myself. Yes. This is what, for most of the people that are not like that, this is what they need to start doing. And I'm not telling them what to do. I'm just suggesting that this is a very good place to start. Are you as kind to yourself as you are to others? Finish this thought. One way I could be kinder to myself is, let's say, probably not judging myself for not being perfect. Boom. I like these cards because they make you actually think, and then you resolve something. So, wow. I let grace lead the way. I love that. Genius. Take the first step and you will be shown the next step and the one after that. Know that life will love you every step of the way. Absolutely. That's being divinely led. Okay, this is the one. I am beautiful. I'm beautiful and everybody loves me. I am beautiful and everybody loves me. Carry this thought with you today and notice the effect on you and on others. I like that. That's a very good affirmation. I am beautiful and everybody loves me. I open my mind and say yes to life. I don't know why I'm having like some allergy shit go on. So I'm sorry about my nose, you guys. It's annoying. Life is inviting you to experience a whole new level of happiness, healing, prosperity, success, and love. Absolutely. I open my mind and say yes to that. Better experiences, joy, love, peace, happiness, bliss, mercy, compassion, kindness. Notice all the ways that you are being supported. Complete this sentence 10 times. Life is supporting me by, I am loved and supported by my life. Life is supporting me by God showing up for me. Life is supporting me by the divine guiding me. Life is supporting me by me having assistance at all times. Life is supporting me by me being able to live and breathe. Kind of supports itself. Life is supporting me by allowing me to help others. Life is supporting me by always providing for me the money and things that I need. Again, I could keep going and going and going. Yes, giving you what you need. Life is supporting you by giving you what you need. Okay, let's get like 2 more cards and then we'll go into the tarot. Take a few moments to count your blessings. Complete this sentence. I am blessed. One way that life is loving me right now is through my connection with others. One way my life is loving me right now is by supporting my attention and focus and my abilities. One way that life is loving me now is by providing for me everything that I need and helping me to be a strong person. I am blessed. Too blessed to be stressed. I would use that as an affirmation, to be quite honest. Keep affirming that. Too blessed to be stressed. Anytime you feel stressed, look at all the things that you have and be like, oh, I'm so thankful. Look in the mirror and say to yourself, I love you. I really love you. Don't be shy. It's just another way of saying life loves you. I'm willing to love myself. And I love being me. Stop trying to be so normal. So be more of the real you. Show the world who you truly are. Do something today that your future self will thank you for. I create my future today. I like that. Trust that even in challenging times, the universe only wants the best for you. Everything is working out for my highest and best good. Okay. These are really good. Like really, really good. So hopefully that puts you guys into good energy, helping you to be grateful for what you have and knowing that abundance is coming in. And all of the ways that you can practice kindness and say, you know, what is that? Ho'oponopono. I forgive, I forgive, I forgive. It's like I repent, I forgive. Where? Oh, here it is. And again, the word repent kind of turns people off because it's associated with shame. There's nothing wrong with admitting that you don't want to come into agreement with a thought or belief, okay? People need to stop with all of the shame, ding, shaming people. It's like, no, I just don't agree with that. I don't want people living in shame. That's like really messed up. I want to use these cards again. Okay, so we're going to work with the classic tarot and get some information. I get that somebody wants you to change. like everything about yourself for them. Don't do this, okay? If these people can't accept you for who you are, then forgive them and let them move on. Sometimes God hides your value when it comes to other people because God doesn't want them to see how great you are, because then they're going to try to destroy that or interfere with that or whatever, or take something from you. So just know that everything that happens is happening for a reason, but you do have free will. So you can, ask for things, you can focus on things. You have the free will to make the choices and the actions that align with the reality that you want to create, right? That's what you have control over. When it comes to other people, we don't control others. And the more that we stop trying to do that, the easier our lives will be. Not all of you guys are trying to control other people, but I do feel like there will be some people. Let's get the likes up, you guys, please, and thank you. There will be some people that want to control everyone. They feel like everybody has to fit in a certain type of box or category or something like that. And that's just not realistic when it comes to people. Not everybody is the same. I've never read two people that are the same. I mean, I've read people more than once, but I've never read two individual people that are the same. All right, so let's see what we got. The Hermit. All right, so I'll tell you what we know about hermits, by the way. Hermits are usually people who are considered recluses. Now, the Hermit represents Virgo energy. If you guys know, let me know in the comments if you guys know a Virgo that is a hermit, because every Virgo that I've ever met is a hermit. Like, that's just their natural, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's just, they are very reserved. They don't trust other people. They go within quite often. It looks to me, so everything about the Hermit is going within. It could be withdrawing from society, from the community, but I get that it's just going within, soul searching, introspection, contemplation, wisdom, truth seeking, being okay with being alone with yourself, okay? Independence, guidance, meditation, and consciousness. So yeah, somebody's pissed off because you keep going within. And this is the thing. All of the answers to everything you want to know is within you. Every single thing that you need, God already put on the inside of you, because everything is God and God is within. So once you figure out that your higher self is God and you go within and make that connection, you literally have access to limitless energy. That's when everything opens up for you. You guys have figured that out. You could have been in the energy of the dark night of the soul. You know about being a hermit and Virgos. Yeah. And Virgos are very innocent, virtuous people. I mean, I know that there's good, positive and negative people of every zodiac sign, but the Virgos that I have met have been very, like, I want to say innocent, pure type people. And Virgo, like, hermit-like. So yeah, when it comes to meditation, that's gaining control over the mind. You guys could have been in the dark night of the soul being like, why am I here? What am I supposed to do? Just feeling like, oh, why do I exist? What's the purpose of this? And then now all of a sudden you found your inner light and you're like, wait, I just figured something out. I just figured out what the purpose to all of this is. Oh, it's for me to be happy, for me to realize that my higher self is God, and that anything with that information and that connection, anything is possible. Like I said, I've seen with my connection with God, I've seen things be done that I thought were straight impossible. Never thought it would ever happen, but it did. So, and that's just because we have a human mind that is our part of our ego. We identify with that. We are not our minds. We are not our egos. We are not our bodies. Okay. I mean, this is what we're showing up as right this moment, but we are not this. We are something that is timeless, that cannot be destroyed, that does not decay, that is immortal, that is eternal, however you want to look at that, and is limitless, timeless, and goes beyond the bounds of everything that we can perceive from this human perspective. That's what our higher self actually is. So you going within and learning about who you are spiritually has empowered you, and it's brought you to a space where now you're making better decisions. The world. You isolated yourself from the world. Yes, sometimes you have to do that because when the world is complete chaos, not that we're judging the world, it's not the world's fault. It's just this human race's fault. Okay. If the world itself, if we look at our actual planet, I know they say, oh, global warming and all of this other stuff. If we actually look at our planet does a very good job by creating hurricanes and other tragic disasters to get rid of things that it feels needs to be cleaned or cleansed off. Like that's what, when the earth has a lot of negative energy things being done in one spot, it could cause, and I'm feeling like what is it? It shakes, an earthquake. It could cause that, could cause a volcanic eruption. That's why learning to read nature shows you what's going on within yourself. And so if something's erupting on the outside, it's erupting on the inside. And for some reason, I don't think that global warming is negative. Okay? I just don't get that. So the world talks about completion. Could be going on vacation, getting a new job, working in a new field, finding a new career, starting a new business, an accomplishment, wholeness, completion, attainment, fulfillment, travel, celebration of life, and arriving at something new. And interestingly enough, like, why is the planet association with that Saturn? But instead of the world having a zodiac sign on this card, or maybe that is a zodiac sign. No, that's the planet Saturn sign. It's got Saturn on it. Okay, so you going within is opening you up to your own inner world, which is when you make the changes there, then you start to have the Mandela effect and everything around you shifts. That's what the truth of God will do. I'll talk about that book at the end, but yeah, the 10 of Pentacles. This is amazing. This is like having a community, having the dogs, having the picket fence, and those are metaphors, but literally a 10 of Pentacles is a huge blessing, you guys. Huge. So you could be getting a new, it's wealth, financial security, family, long-term success, contribution. You could be getting a new community, a new home, going to a new place. It's definitely a yes card. Absolutely. The Hermit card is maybe because you're in contemplation. Sorry on my nose. But I feel like there is no maybe about it. This has already been set up for you. Just like the devil can set people up, God can also set people up. And this is what we're looking at. Yes, as above, so below. Five of Wands. What is up with these people? This is what we need to heal as a collective. Why do these people who are like this, okay, I don't know what to chaos. I'm just going to say that looks like chaos. Why? You have like literally withdrawn from people like this. This is why I'm just like, why is it like people like this? We're healing this as a collective. I can feel like it's a heart chakra issue. Leo, this card's associated with Leo, which is associated with the heart chakra. Okay, that makes sense. So why does this energy keep showing up for you guys? And I'm asking myself the same thing. So this is no judgment here, but this is I also just saw somebody with their teeth falling out. If you've had a dream about that recently, this could be about somebody wanting to compete with you. I don't know how those two things are. Why was I shown that? What does a vision or dream of someone's teeth falling out mean spiritually?
Spiritually, dreaming about teeth falling out often represents a time of change, personal growth, or a feeling of losing control. It can also signal insecurity, worry about someone, or the need to deal with hidden emotions, encouraging you to assess your inner resilience.
It can also mean that you're getting rid of old beliefs and habits. Interesting. Okay, so when it comes to these people, maybe you are getting rid of a habit. But this Five of Wands energy, this competition, arguing, fighting, bickering, pointless ass, this is also giving, was it when people gather together with signs on the side, the protest. They could be protesting, okay? There's other things too that are like that, but I don't remember what they're called for some reason right now. So competition, rivalry. There is no rivalry. Conflict, disagreement, strife, and tension. That's what these people hold. It's funny to me, like how these people are in this energy all of the time, and then they want to come bring that chaotic BS to someone who is within themselves, changing their own world and completely retreating from that. Like literally, to me, I'm like wondering if these are past life people. Like, why are they doing that? That's super strange. You're not, unless you're in the freaking Olympics, but you're not. I know that you guys are not. So this is like you're keeping what you're doing close to your heart. And so there is no rivalry. Like, what is the definition of rivalry? I don't like that word. It's given bad vibes. My gosh. A lasting competitive or antagonistic relationship where two or more individuals, groups, or organizations vie for the same goal, prize, or superiority. It represents an ongoing struggle, often between equal sides, characterized by intense competition and opposition, frequently stemming from a desire for the same reward. Okay, God, what is the reward? Holy Spirit, Jesus, God, what is the reward? What are these people talking about? What is the reward? Is this about something that's of this world, of the physical world? Yes. Okay. So now that we narrowed it down to that, um, what is, I don't get it. God, can you please uncloak that and explain it to me? I'm not understanding. I'm still not getting it. Like, what is the reward? What are we talking about here? Why are these people behaving like this? When it comes to you and your energy, and you're in hermit mode, completely minding your own business. This is what I'm confused about. Eight of Wands, speed, rapid action, movement, swift change, manifesting quickly, quick decisions, air travel. What are these? What? The Eight of Wands also represents like a crossroads, Sagittarius energy. I actually really like the energy of Sagittarius. So these people are being emotionally, with the Five of Wands being the Leo card, and then Leo and Sagittarius, those are actually both fire signs. That's a lot of heated emotion, a lot of fiery energy. And if these people are willing to very quickly do something drastic, they're trying to do something really quick, okay? Like, that's the energy that I get from that. Usually I don't pick that energy up with the Eight of Wands, but I am getting that this is something to compete with you really quickly. Maybe you've already gotten an opportunity, or you've already discovered something, or you've already found a way out of the matrix, and these people are coming in at the very last minute to try to, you know, do something silly. The Chariot. Okay, that is like the other card that talks about swift motion. But the Chariot could represent the police. Let me just ask, does the Chariot represent an authority police figure? Yes or no? Does a Chariot for the collective represent a police energy? No, it's not a police person towards you. Does the does the chariot even have anything to do with the police in this reading? No. Okay, then let me ask a different question, because a chariot can represent many things. Give me 1 second, you guys. Does the chariot represent what the collective is going through the next step? Yes. All right. So the chariot zodiac sign is Cancer. That's water sign, by the way. It talks about movement, progress, action, integration, determination, willpower, control, direction, departure, and courage. And I'm going to tell you what, like I said, the original Rider-Waite is the best deck. I'll tell you the other stuff that it represents. It also represents like a UFO, your physical car, a vehicle, speedy movement, you going in a new direction. It can also represent overcoming an illness and defeating, like getting a victory over something or something, like an illness, like when people beat cancer, that type of thing. And I'm not saying you have cancer, I'm just saying like that's beating an illness, right? The chariot is a very fast moving energy. It's also an energy of somebody that has willpower and control over their own life and that is not afraid to take the wheel, metaphorically, and steer their own life because they know they're being divinely led. This is why you going within is opening you up to a whole new world, which has everything that you need, wealth, financial security, family already in it. And then this very fast, quick movement, I feel like these people are trying to do something really quick and really fast to compete with you because they feel like you're just going to disappear one day or ascend into another world or whatever. And it's very possible that could happen, okay? But you're dealing with people that are afraid you're going to like rapture out of here and they're not going to be able to, benefit off of you. So they're trying to do some really sneaky competitive bullshit really quick to you at the finish line, trying to steal your inheritance. Exactly. Two of Pentacles, but you have like a letter in the mail coming. You have some good news that's on the way. You also can balance. This is the thing. The zodiac sign that's associated with the Two of Pentacles, which Pentacles represent money and opportunities, is Capricorn. Now, if you know anything about Capricorns are very dedicated to their work. They're very hardworking people. Okay. They have a lot of energy and are very like stable, hardworking people. And they are an earth sign. I would consider Virgos to have a superpower. I consider Aquariuses and well, each zodiac sign has its own strengths, but I consider Virgos and Aquariuses to have their own superpower. But Capricorn, they do have very strong traits. They can overcome a lot of obstacles. So that energy being present just shows me that something's being grounded with the earth energy there. And then multiple priorities, time management, adaptability, and balancing decisions. I also get that you're going to get some like notification or letter in the mail that you've been approved for a loan or for assistance, or that you got a house, got approved for a house or something like that, or that you get an inheritance, or it's going to be a positive message, a message that puts an end to whatever this is, because I don't want to give that a label. Like, we will just say in general competition. For what? I'm still a little confused on that. It could be about this person's wanting to compete with your forward movement, but that's weird. And I don't understand that because they weren't told to do that. Why do they feel that way? My brain is still, God, can you uncloak whatever is going on here? Because I don't want to keep seeing the same situations like over and over again. God, like, please, I know that you have messages for the collective. It's going to come out how it comes out, but could you please show us what we need to know and learn behind this situation so that we stop attracting in people like this? Yes. Okay, it'll be uncovered. Going within, 9 of Pentacles, another Virgo card. That is so funny. Virgo, Virgo, Virgo today. Okay, so the 9 of Pentacles is somebody that can stand on their own 2 feet. They're stable, single, self-sufficient. And you don't have to be single, but it just means that you can You can stand on your own, defend yourself. The fruits of your labor, rewards, luxury, self-sufficiency, financial independence. Okay, so is this person or people trying to compete to be financially independent? Yes. That still doesn't make any sense to me. God, can you explain as to what the heck that even means? What is this? Is this a copycat thing? Like what? What? So they're trying to become financially independent. For what reason? Very quickly. They're trying to do some switcheroo. It's not working. The Queen of Cups. Compassion, comfort, calm, nurturing, healings. Emotionally stable, intuitive, and caring. The Queen of Cups also, what it does from the original, talks about somebody who is very empathetic, empath, like very, you can pick up on energies, a lot of water energy. Also somebody that shares that love and that nurturing and being like a perfect wife and perfect mother. That's what the Queen of Cups represents, a total sweetheart. Like out of all of the female cards, the Empress is the highest ranking, but the Queen of Cups is like the most intuitive, sweetest, kindest, most gentlest, like good-hearted, good person energy, you know. The Empress energy is a boss, okay? What? The Nine of Wands in the reverse? Okay, so these people, they do think that you're a Queen of Cups. Sometimes when people see someone as a Queen of Cups, they see their soft side. They go, oh, I could take advantage of that person. Bad thought. Bad thought for these people. Because this Nine of Wands in the reverse is definitely not your energy. It's theirs. And it's they're struggling with inner resources. Struggle. Overwhelmed, on edge, defensive, paranoid, exhausted, fatigue, and lack of motivation for these people. I mean, the Nine of Wands is not a good card in the upright either. There are some cards in the deck that I'm just like, they're not my favorite. Okay, but they do represent what they represent. But like, I'll say that that card is not good in the upright or in the reverse. I know that the Nine of Wands in this is going to give you a better description. Because you always think of the Nine of Wands as somebody that's injured, but obstacles in their way, disappointment and setbacks. They'll be exhausted from trying to accomplish something. Like I said, competing with you is impossible. It will be impossible to achieve what they want. It's simply not meant to be, and no amount of effort or determination will change that. They may have to settle for their second choice. Whatever that is, I don't care what their second choice is. They need to settle for that. If this let me ask you another question. Does this have to do, this situation, competition, whatever, have to do with career? Yes. Does it have to do with something more than that? Yes. Does it have to do with jealousy? Yes, but not as much jealousy, okay? Envy? Yes. Greed? No, doesn't have to do with greed. It does have to do with jealousy, envy. Six of Cups, familiarity, happy memories, reminiscing, childhood memories, innocence, joy, nostalgia. Wow. So let me just ask another question. So is the Six of Cups card for the collective? Yes. So you could have childhood memories with this person. You could remember them from childhood, and this is how they're behaving. That's ridiculous. That's Scorpio energy, by the way. Surprise, surprise, with the Six of Cups. But the Six of Cups also can represent a future reality where, you know, you look back on your own life with pleasure, and your children do the same. Like you pass on that joy. So that could also be what I'm seeing here, because I do see a couple different situations playing itself out. movement in the right direction, balanced solutions, harmony, healing, and empathy. I was just talking about how empathic, that is so wild, how empathic you all are, okay? So, you know, when people, let me just explain this. When people see you as being an empath, they see you as being weak, that you will not only take on their problems for them, that you can't help it, and that you'll fix whatever's going on with them by you taking it on personally. Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now, when people think that you're an empath, they will become the most narcissistic people as humanly possible. Okay, when you're an empath. And that's a dynamic that's toxic as hell, but it needs to be talked about more often. And if you're in one of those, you know, get out of it and start learning how to be around people and not absorb what they have going on. Okay? Because you're not, I feel like sometimes people mistake empaths as like them thinking like, oh, we can switch out energies with them. They're empathic. They'll take on what we have. We can take on what they, no. That is not how that gift works. It's really not. Okay, so we clear all negative energy that we picked up from anyone else. And every time that we clear ourselves, we clear our bloodline. Thank you and amen. A Three of Swords. These people are experiencing obstacles and they're also having third-party situations. That's three people right there. Feeling betrayed, in sorrow. That's Libra. Dang. Wow. Three of Swords. Libra. Heartbreak, suffering, grief, emotional pain, sorrow, hurt, divorce, loss. I tried to combine the two words. And depression. And that's not okay. I feel bad for this person, but then at the same time, I'm like, why are we drawing this in? This broken person. How can somebody who's broken, that's unhealed, compete with somebody who is not broken, who is healed? They can't. It's not the same playing field. All right, we're going to see what else is behind this. Oh, Nine of Cups. You're getting your wishes fulfilled. Happiness. Pisces energy, by the way. Water energy, because it's cups. Strength, compassion, completion, optimism, overcoming suffering. Wish come true, contentment, satisfaction, emotional stability, luxury, and gratitude. Okay. So I feel like this other person, they don't know what your specific wishes are. This is one reason that they cannot compete with you, because they don't know what you're going for. And God is not, no reader, no one on this planet is going to tell this person or these people what you are wishing for. Okay? It is completely safe for you to have your wishes and all of that. I'm serious. Knight of Pentacles, because you got somebody that's working really overtime. They feel very heartbroken. They could have also gotten dumped, like relationship-wise, and fired, this Knight of Pentacles person. Hard work, productivity, routine, conservation, efficiency, responsibility. Dang. And the Knight of Pentacles energy, are they still in the collective's life? Wait, okay, for some of them, are they still in the collective's life? Yes. For some of them, are they not in the collective's life? Yes. Okay, so for some of you, you're still connected to this person. Are they, for some people, a family member? Yes. Some people, when they believe because they have the same blood as you or the same background or name, last name or whatever, they believe that they're entitled to what's yours. I'm just going to let you guys know that right now. There's sometimes when people are blood relative members that they believe that they can just switch out places with another person because, you know, they're the same bloodline. That's weird to me. I don't know why anybody would think that, because people are just assuming that God is stupid, which is not a very wise thing to do, but it is what it is. Crazy. The Fool. This is what I said. It's not a wise thing to do. And then the Fool comes out. Yeah. Wow. New beginnings. I don't mean to, I'm not laughing at these people. I'm trying not to. New beginnings, possibilities, innocence, spontaneous optimism. Oops. Trust in life. This is so many freaking cards that just fell. Oh my God. Another one just fell. Wow. Okay, we're going to read these ones. Okay, it says trust in life. Now, the Fool in itself is not a bad card, but it does represent ignorance, trickery, like a trickster, hoodwinking. Oh my gosh. Okay, in my book, let me just go to the Fool really quick so I can explain it to you. Okay. Okay. So the Fool can also represent the Fool, the Joker, the Jester. Okay. Joker can bring humor to a situation. The Jester is usually poetic and charismatic and artistic, right? The ironically poetic, charismatic, artistic, and brace jester employs the mundane with entertainment, not at the pleasure of their own, but of that of another. The trickster, we already know what that means. The buffoon, these daredevils took their animated faces to the street to mock government officials. This greatly influences the general public's viewpoints and beliefs about their target of ridicule. That's what a buffoon is. The schmuck, the easily fooled, tricked, gullible personality traits. Okay. The dimwit is a silly or stupid person. This position reveals where stupidity and silliness are. The ignorant, this position shows you who is ignorant to the truth. The ignorance, this card placement shows a subject matter that is uneducated or unknown about. The unknown represents the unconscious, and yet to be discovered, hidden, secret elements and objectives of the Fool. The folly is the joke, the play, the poke at fun. The clown. The clown is, let's see, this card position will reveal to you 3 major influences that you can see how the clown is formed. The Fool, the Jester, and the Joker creates the clown. The deception, the hoax, the performance, the actor, the actress, the court, the play. There's a lot of tarot card positions for the Fool in my book. And the prankster. So the Fool can represent all of those things, okay? Because that's what the Fool is. So now we're going to read these cards that fell on the ground in a weird way. So you're dealing with somebody who is like not aware, who could be acting, they could be making fun of you. They could be trying to post a jab at you. You're probably not even going to see whatever this is that they do. Then we have the 5 of Swords, which is in the reverse. Past resentment. This person's totally resenting you. I'm sorry for that. Desire to reconcile, making amends, desire to forgive. So this person, I feel like, okay, we're going to use the original Rider Waite to look at the 5 of Swords in the reverse, because they did not get all of that correct. I'm sorry. I love this deck, but they just try to find a really nice beat around the bush way of saying what the actual truth is, and I would rather you guys have the actual truth. Okay, so the outcome to their problem is uncertain. It doesn't say that on that, like, whatever. This is why I wrote my book off of this, because it's more accurate than these other interpretations. Even though these other interpretations are not bad, it is just more accurate. It says the outcome to their problems is uncertain and may not make them happy. This card represents a loss of nerve, indecision, weakness, inability to adapt to change, and a retreat into stereotypical thinking. Others take advantage of them. Putting work above their own needs hurts them in the long run. Then we have the Magician, which is your energy. So somebody is believing that you're just over here bippity boppity booping your wishes into creation. You could be a very good manifester. There's nothing wrong with that. Some people are just more tapped in than others. You're taking action. You're in your creative energy. You're manifesting. You're using your own power. You're self-confident. You have clarity, willpower, skill, and you are already creative. Okay, we already know that. So that's why your wishes are becoming fulfilled, because you believe in yourself, first of all. And then the Tower, these people are in the Tower because they have not given up on this past resentment. Okay. Mars energy, which is all about war and fighting. They haven't given up on that. And they're waiting for sudden change to happen in your life, but it's actually going to happen in theirs. Upheaval, chaos. What I say about these people's energy at the very beginning: chaos, revelation, disaster, awakening, release, sudden insight. This person may realize at the last minute that that none of this stuff that they were doing is working, that they can't compete with you. They really can't. They don't compare to you. Like, what? Temperance, Archangel Michael, you're over here balancing something out. That you could be using magic to do it. I don't care. It's positive, whatever this is. Maybe it's prayer. Maybe you're very devoted. It says balance, harmony, moderation, patience, Archangel Michael energy, Sagittarius energy, being sensible, purpose, finding meaning. Yes, your wish fulfillment includes you finding meaning in life and then pursuing that meaning. I wish they could heal as well. I pray that they do. The Three of Cups, you're about to celebrate something. And Archangel Michael's protecting this celebration and this harvest: friendship, collaboration, creativity, community, and happiness. Yes. Ace of Swords, like I was just saying, it's divinely protected. Ooh, it's so protected. You're about to have some type of breakthrough, new ideas, success, sharp mind, new conflict, and surgery. Let me just ask about that. What is that new? Why is there not a zodiac sign for this one? It just says air. Interesting. Okay, so what is the new conflict? And what is the surgery energy? Is this a physical surgery? No. Is this like a metaphysical surgery? Yes. These people are being straight up extracted out of your energy. And I think I picked up on that yesterday. It's like they're being cut out with a knife. What is this new conflict? I'm getting this new conflict is like new levels, new devil's energy. The Sun. Positivity, pleasure, happiness, vitality, fun, joy, warmth, celebration, success, rebirth, all is well. Yeah, you're being reborn again. You're divinely protected. Divinely protected. You know what I just realized? This symbol right here looks like the Eye of Ra. It looks like the protection from evil eye symbol. Wow. So new beginnings and success. And you have the Page of Swords. So you do have somebody that's watching you very closely. Anytime you see the Page of Swords, that is somebody who is like latched onto you. They want these new ideas to come to them. They also are very curious about how you are doing so well without them, how you're doing whatever you're doing. They're very much putting themselves in they're putting themselves in a position to be fired at. That's what I'm being shown. Curiosity, thirst. They're too freaking thirsty for your energy and curious about you. New ways of communicating, restless mental energy. Wow. Get it together, person. So they're watching really very closely, air and earth. They're looking for this Wheel of Fortune. I feel like it's already here. Jupiter energy. Good luck, karma, life cycles, destiny, turning point in your favor, by the way. Change, inevitable fate, ups and downs, unpredictable. That's because when you spin it, you don't, I mean, you could try to predict where it's going to land, but I want you to look at, and the Wheel of Fortune, no matter what thing it lands on, that it's going to be a blessing for you. So you can keep spinning this wheel as much as you want, and it's going to continue to bring you only good luck. When you're at like a carnival, or if you're at a booth at an event and they have like little trinkets, like sometimes, okay, if it's like a concert, they'll be like, spin the wheel and it'll land on something and you get something for free. I don't know if you guys have ever had that experience. If you go to the IHOP in Las Vegas and you don't have the app downloaded on your phone, they have a little spinning wheel. You can spin the wheel and then it gives you either points so that you can get free food, or it gives you a free meal. Anyways, so each thing that's on the wheel is a different prize. I hope you guys are understanding that correctly. So like, it doesn't matter which one it lands on, you're still going to get a prize. And that's what you need to know about your future, is like, even if you feel like it's not set completely in stone, or you don't know exactly the path, just know that it doesn't matter what that lands on, you're going to get a prize that you're going to be happy with, okay? The Page of Wands in the reverse. Page of Swords to the Page of Wands in the reverse. There could be somebody who is younger who is trying to do divination on you. That's no bueno. Okay, they're watching you. Lack of direction, procrastination, creating conflict, self-limiting beliefs, spiritual path, newly formed idea. This person is looking there. Okay, I'll tell you what they're looking for within you, but I'll tell you that it also doesn't exist. They're looking for a get out of trouble, get out of karma free card. They're looking at you like if they stop what they're doing now and then they do what you're doing and follow what you're doing, they're looking at you like that, okay? Because they have a lack of direction within their own self and they don't have any new ideas. Ten of Swords in the reverse. My God. Can't get worse, only upwards, recovery, regeneration. Resisting an inevitable end. These people really are resisting an inevitable end. Let me find the Ten of Swords, and I'm going to read the original in the reverse. It's got a few more things than that I feel like are relative and important. They're not facing their own problems, okay? They won't go away on their own. These people not facing their own problems, and their problems are not going to go away on their own. If these are younger people, I understand where they're coming from and their belief or thought that they can do something in the new age community or with a new age thing. Again, I use new age. The new age is not a new age. It's the ancient age returned. So I am very confused of why they're calling it the new age, but new age stuff is like people say like tarot cards, crystal. It's not a new age, but whatever. So this person could be doing something like trying to get a fix to their problem, their long-term problem, with a new age modality like ayahuasca, something like that. And it's not going to fix their problem. They'll need the courage to overcome what they've gotten themselves into, okay? A long period of trouble and suffering ends with courage and hard work, not trying to find a cheat code off somebody else's life, not trying to, interfere with somebody else's stuff. That's not how these people get out of the hole that they're in. Stagnation, they're in an intellectual rut. These people have no good ideas. You're the one with all the ideas because you have the connection to your higher self. These people are not connected. They need to look to ways to stretch their imagination, and the answer to their problem is inside them, not inside you. And that's the biggest mistake that they're making. They believe the answer to their problem is within you, and it's not. And it's got these people in the Scorpio energy of feeling regret, loss, like crying over spilt milk, failure, disappointment, pessimism, loss, grief. Not only that, they're dealing with the King of Pentacles energy here, these people are in trouble. The King of Pentacles wants something from them. Wealth, business, leadership, security, discipline, abundance, prosperity, generosity. Also, the King of Pentacles is also Leo and Virgo energy. This person is expecting something out of this Page of Wands, Page of Swords, and Knight of Pentacles. They're expecting something, like to receive something, to get something out of them. That's what they're expecting. So the King of Pentacles indicates a man that's over 40, a consummate deal maker and risk taker, smooth talker, sophisticated and successful, gives generously, devoted to civic, religious, or philanthropic activities, affectionate, hardworking, chases the trappings of success, including expensive cars, homes, and stuff like that. Nice clothing, etc. That's what the King of Pentacles is about. And this person is expecting something from these other people. Oh, yes. Welcome in. I am still, yeah, I am still finished. I am still doing this reading. So interestingly enough, you guys are divinely protected. Your fortune is, you're in the energy of Jupiter. Like I was saying about the Wheel of Fortune, it doesn't matter what that lands on, it's a blessing. So you can continue to spin that wheel as much as you want, and it's going to bring you more and more blessings. It says a return to the beginning only at a higher level in the spiral of a life, looking at like a spiral of ascension going up. Okay, what else do we need to know? So these people are really like, okay, let me just ask one something. Do these people know about this Wheel of Fortune that the collective has? Yes. How do they, okay, not how do they know? Let me ask another question. Do they know how the collective has gotten into the Wheel of Fortune? No. That's what they're trying to figure out with watching and all of that. Okay. They want to know how they can reverse their negative karma. Oh my gosh, just start doing good things. Stop stalking people. Stop spying on them. Stop trying to steal people's ideas. Do right by people. Don't mess with the archangels. I would really suggest that these people stop trying to assault the angelic realm. And because look, this angel, Archangel Michael, looks at you like you are its job. God sent this angel to protect you and help you moderate what you're doing in your life. So you're the assignment. This other person thinks that they are like more powerful than Archangel Michael. That's really sad. They're going to get smacked out for that. The star, I'm serious. The Wheel of freaking Fortune to the star. No wonder these people are like this. I completely understand. The sun, positivity, happiness, pleasure, inner child healing, Wheel of Fortune, destiny, fate, turning point, and the star, Aquarius. Ooh, hope, calm, faith, purpose, renewal, spirituality, good fortune, good omen, rejuvenation. This is the age of Aquarius. This is your time to shine. Wow. Okay, so you got a whole group of people. They're just like shocked. This is, you know what's giving the energy of? These people thought that they killed you spiritually or something. It's giving the energy of when the people probably saw Jesus come back to life. They're probably like, what? Like that's what these people are giving. And this King of Pentacles still wants something from these other people. They made some type of agreement or something like that. And what does that have to do with the collective? Did These people say that they could offer up the collective or something of the collectives. Yes. So these people saw your good fortune, saw your good karma, saw your good deeds, and said, oh, wow, these two just came out like that. Knight of Swords. Ambitious, action-oriented, driven to succeed, fast-thinking, defending beliefs. Then we have the Queen of Pentacles, which looks like that's your energy. So, okay. The Star, the Queen of Pentacles. So nurturing, practical, providing financially, and a working parent. Sagittarius and Capricorn with the Queen of Pentacles. Knight of Swords is Aquarius and Capricorn. Okay, so Capricorn, both of those. This person took some very ambitious action towards you. I can tell you that right now. And I feel like they're regretting this. They're really regretting this. Because whatever they were doing, whatever movement they were putting in is basically reversing whatever good fortune that they had going for them. Death. I'm not joking. I am not joking. It's like literally ending something that they had. Wow. Endings, beginnings, change, transformation, transition, metamorphosis, and end of cycle. Like I said, you being at peace, you being in the energy of your star, your purpose, rejuvenating, healing. Ooh, it's like literally, you know, a turning point for you. And it's the ending of a cycle. You're going up another spiral of ascension. This death energy is causing an ending with this situation and these people. They're going to have to transition to something else. Two of Wands, because you're over here too busy helping the world become a better place, which I feel like is very honorable. Planning, progress, making decisions, discovery, leaving home, travel plans. Oh my goodness, these people are losing it. See, there was at one point, these people thought that they were better than you. They thought that they had more than you. They thought that they knew more than you. They thought that they were loved more than you, all of that. And now they're finding out that this is why I said at the beginning, sometimes God will hide all that you are from people because God knows what they will do if they saw what you are. And now these people are seeing a little bit more of who you are. And they're like, oh my gosh, freaking out. They're completely shocked. It's like when Jesus literally came back to life, those people were probably like, what the fuck? Duality, togetherness. Yeah, a settling of energy, union, love, and balance. Wow. And that's also like dreaming for the future, planning for the future. These people are like, after all that we did, they can still plan for the future. What are you talking about? Yes, of course they can. They could still have the Wheel of Fortune. We're not going to be a part of that. Oh my goodness. No. This is why it's a complete death with these people. I mean, it's not that they're going to die. I hope not. That would be shitty. But if they don't stop trying to come at you, there's going to be, these people are going to fight each other. I feel like this Knight of Swords is going to be aggressive with the King of Pentacles. When the King of Pentacles demands that the Knight of Swords and that this younger energy, where was it? The Page of Swords in the reverse, Page of Wands in the reverse. When this King of Pentacles wants to collect, this Knight of Swords is going to like freaking fight them. So, yeah. These people, I bet they do want to exchange karmas. They're like literally in serious trouble. They need a deliverance person and a lot of prayers. I can tell you that right now. King of Cups. They need somebody who's of a wise counsel to come in and tell them. Somebody that's like that sees a bigger picture. Let's just say that. I do feel like they have access to someone like that. This person is like at the top of the pyramid of these people. Yeah, absolutely. They're the top of the pyramid. Emotionally balanced, compassionate, diplomatic, control, balanced, supportive leader, tolerance, and empathetic. Okay, what else do we need to know? Six of Wands. You're coming into fame, public recognition, honor, being praised, coming up, being seen. Oh my gosh, this glow up is going to like seriously upset some people. Public recognition, victory, progress, self-confidence. Dang, movement, balance, solutions, harmony, healing, and empathy. 2 cards about empathy. Wow. Yeah, of course. This energy, this you blowing up, you glowing up, people seeing you. Let's get the likes up, you guys, please and thank you. You being in the Wheel of Fortune, the Star, the Queen of Pentacles, all of this energy. Yes, I absolutely understand why these people are going to lose their freaking minds. Because they want it so bad. They want something that you have so freaking bad. King of Wands. King of Wands here now. Naturally, like, this is about you becoming a leader and you leading, again, like a whole group of people, or just being very inspirational, being a star, you know, influencing people. And these other people, they're competitive because they want to be a leader. They want to be the visionary. This person wants to be the entrepreneur, the big picture person. They want to, yeah, they want to take your place, but they can't because you're already in your place. So how are they going to do that? Wow. Nobody would ever recognize these people in the spirit. I can tell you that right now. 3 of Pentacles, teamwork, collaboration, learning, implementation, and building something. You're working on building something that's very long lasting here. And it does have to do with you being known by a community or a group of people or the whole world for something that you do or have created. Yes, this is the best reading, you guys. This is like so much freaking success. I would just pray for these people. They need a lot of prayers. They need a deliverance person to come in and figure out how to undo what these people have done. Like, I know God could fix it. But again, it's like, why is the divine going to come in and fix what these people have caused themselves? Then they don't learn. So I don't even know what to pray for them other than for them to come to God, to be delivered, and to leave you alone. Whatever needs to happen within them for them to just leave you alone, that's what I pray for. Because you're going to be in this energy whether they decide to leave you alone or not. Okay? 2 of Cups. You have a soul contract with the universe. These people hate that. Like, the amount of hatred towards you for that, for you being chosen, is insane. And it's not like God doesn't love these people. They just don't make choices that are in alignment with their higher self, God. And they don't want to make choices that are in alignment with their higher self, God, because too easy to make the other type of choices, which are not in alignment with anything that is good. Yeah, mutual attraction, proposal, marriage connection. You could end up literally meeting somebody and getting married, or you could already have somebody that wants to marry you. I feel like God is like making sure that you are well taken care of and supported, that you're not alone. You being alone, these people think they're dumb, dude. They think that you being alone makes you a target, but it makes you extremely powerful. So I don't know what they're on, but the Emperor. And forget the fact that this person looks old. You are the boss. You're the leader. That's definitely your energy. And if you're an Empress, then this is your person's energy. Giving Aries respect, leadership, stability, structure, rules, and power, authority, father figure, protection, control, discipline, focus, and practicality. Okay. Anything else? Yeah, 10 of cups. Best life ever. Happily ever after. Divine love, harmony, blissful relationships, alignment, inner happiness, fulfillment, dreams come true, family contentment, total love and total support. Yeah, that's what you have. And these people, remember their obsession with money and material stuff. This Page of Cups, they have children they need to raise. Creative opportunities, intuitive messages, curiosity, possibility, happy surprise, dreamer, sensitive, new love. Ooh. I feel like that child with the fish in their cup. Well, I'm not going to talk bad on nobody's children. But they're not getting your opportunities. Ace of Pentacles, this is yours. What God gives to you, God gives to you in the way that these people can't take. Abundance, manifestation, opportunity, new career or financial opportunity, new venture, prosperity. Success that's long lasting, that can't be stopped. Okay, and then what do we need to know closing out the reading for these other people? Or is there anything that we need to know other than they need to freaking do better? Teach their children better, stop trying to, there is no competition, there is no real rivalry. So, well, are these people going to let go of the competition rivalry? Yes, they will eventually. Four of Wands, yeah, because you're over here succeeding, finishing projects. What this is like, what I don't understand. This is one reason that you have money coming in. It says pioneering, leading, alpha, dominance, ambitious, originality, form, completeness, foundations, progress, power, and stability, celebrations, joy, harmony, marriage, home community, homecoming. You guys could be getting ready to go home to visit. These people are probably pissed because they can't go home. They don't have a place that they call home. Which is really sad, actually. All right. Anything else that we need? I feel like there's one more thing we need to know before we go. When it comes to this situation, what is it? What is the most important thing? You are enough. Remember the affirmations at the beginning of this reading. You are worthy of love. You are worthy of effort. You are worthy of time. You are worthy, okay? Queen of Swords. Yeah. It's unbiased judgment when it comes from you. Independent, clear boundaries. Yeah, put up boundaries with these people. Don't let people play with you. Don't let them walk on you, okay? Direct communication, clear-minded and perspective. Put up boundaries. It's okay to have boundaries. Some people, the only people that are going to be pissed you put up a boundary are people that overstep it or want to. And that's when you need to be like, this is why a boundary exists, so that you don't overstep it and cause tragedy in my life. That's what I would be thinking to these people, so that you don't cause some tragedy into my life, because these people are like leading a life that's full of crashing out and disaster. And they just need to go somewhere else and not compare themselves to you or compete with you or try to tell their children to compete with you or whatever this is about, because it's very dangerous. It's dangerous messing with you. Seven of Pentacles. These people need to stop trying to trick you out of your inheritance, okay? Long-term view, hard work, perseverance, diligence, sustainable results, and investments. And these people are only investing in taking from you. They're not even investing in their own stuff. And these people have to answer to a King of Pentacles that wants something. You're not going to have to answer to this King of Pentacles because you don't owe them anything. I was just hearing the cheering from like a game in my head. What is that? Like football or something. Maybe these people want to steal your star so they can become a star something. Gross. They could never. Seven of Swords. Aquarius energy. That's funny. Betrayal, deception, getting away with something, acting strategically, and trickery. Remember, these people are still trying to betray you and trick you. They're not going to be successful than that. You guys are too smart, but I feel bad for these people because I don't know if they can necessarily change their reality with like prayer or going to God. I don't think that's going to, I think that they need some type of therapy and stuff. The Hangman, trying to betray you, to sacrifice you. This seems to come up a lot. We are calling forward anything that needs to be healed when it comes to people trying to sacrifice us. Okay, pause, surrender, letting go, new perspective, enlightenment, viewing things different than before, deep insight, sacrifice, change, and release. These people trying to betray you, to sacrifice you. I'm really tired of seeing that, God. Can we please resolve this within the collective so that this situation doesn't show up again? And I was not thinking that that was going to come out, but these people are sitting around and waiting for something to go in their favor because in the past, to some form of extent, they were able to they tried to energetically sacrifice you. Multiple people. This is multiple people wanting to take your star, etc. Okay, that's in the past though. This is a new turning point for you. And now they're not able to do that. And they're really upset. Knight of Wands. Energy and wanting to take, being passionate, wanting to take inspired action. You have an emperor within you and you have an emperor around you that is protecting you. Six of Swords. These people are going to have to get used to the transition and change of things. Okay. Leaving behind, releasing baggage, moving on. They need to move on. All right. Anything else? Are they going to move on? Yes. Are they going to move on like now? Yes. Yeah, these people are about to move on. Okay, good. Well, that seems like the conclusion of an issue then. Queen of Wands. Whoever this witch is that put all these people up to trying to sacrifice you, this person is going to have to go far away. Okay, they're going far, far away. They could also be getting sued. I just heard malpractice. Interesting. Is that court case situation have anything to do with the collective? Yes, but is the collective going to have to do anything with that? No. So this person could be getting in the judgment. My God. Yeah, this is not your problem. Judgment, reverse, inner calling. I'm sorry, reverse, rebirth. Inner calling, a new phase, absolution, reckoning, awakening, redemption, forgiveness, mercy. This person is going to have an opportunity to apologize to you. Are they going to take that opportunity? Well, do these people know that they're up under judgment? Yes, they do. Are they going to take the opportunity to apologize to the collective? Some of them might. Yeah, if they come to apologize, it's going to be fake, okay? Because they're still after your inheritance. So they're still waiting for your security to come to them. And this is why when people, they psychic vampire other people so much that they actually believe that the energy that they have is theirs, and they forget that it's somebody completely else's energy. And I feel like when they do that and you pull your energy back and God fixes the situation, then they are stuck with their own energy and they're like really unhappy. So you're going to be dealing with some people that are super pissed because they're getting casted away. These people, every single one of these people is going to be thrown out and not have a home. And I'm not speaking that into creation. That is literally what Spirit is showing me is going to happen with them being up under judgment. Financial loss, lack mindset, loss, isolation, worry, need, poverty, and insecurity. And this is because you are protected, okay? Four of Cups. these people are still feeling disconnected and they need to reevaluate everything in their lives. Everything. The Hierophant. And because I'm serious, this Hierophant energy is not playing around. That's God showing its hand, going, look, I have now gotten involved. Judgment has been called. This situation will be handled. That is the end of it. I do not, this God Hierophant, like divine energy being involved is like, look, I've allowed this to go on for so long and it served its purpose. Now it's time for it to be over. Okay. In the most loving way. That's what I'm getting. Like the divine is trying to say to these people that it's over. These people need to carry their own cross. Again, if you look at the 10 of Wands, this person could put these burdens down at any point. They just choose not to. Burden, extra responsibility, hard work, completion. Okay. So I think that we get it. Yeah. The divine is saying, look, you're not going to be casting your sticks on another person. You're not sacrificing this other person. You're not taking their destiny. You're not taking their lover, their boyfriend, their girlfriend, their job, their car, their home, their happiness, their star, their anything. And I think it's funny. Look, Page of Pentacles, all these people. I think it's funny that that these people are now being told that they're not going to be able to take whatever this is that they thought that they were taking from you. I think that's funny. Because what did they think? They would just be allowed to get away forever with this? Like, come on. That's crazy. And then they train their kids to be this way? For what reason? Other than the love and obsession with money. I mean, I swear, that in itself will be enough to put people completely out of the picture. Ace of Wands. And you're over here working on a new project. Remember, these people have no creative inspiration. They have no good ideas. They have nothing to contribute. So when you move forward with your new projects, do so full-heartedly. Don't think that somebody, even if somebody comes up and says, whatever they want to say about that, the only reason they're saying something is because they don't have anything going on. They spent all of their time being a pestilence to you instead of working on something for themselves. And this is why they have nothing to show for it. And when the King of Pentacles is going to ask for this thing that these people promise, like your soul or whatever, they're going to have to tell this King of Pentacles that they don't have what it takes, that they weren't able to take your life from you, to sacrifice you, to whatever, to give you to this entity. Okay, this entity. I hate saying that word. I just said it so retarded. I'm sorry, you guys. Sometimes my T's are weird, and I'm working on that because somebody made me aware when I say Satan that they're like, that sounds retarded. But yeah, these people are going to have to tell the King of Pentacles that they cannot give them what they said that they could give them. And this King of Pentacles, like I said, these two people, this King of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords, is going to get into a fight that could be deadly. And one of these people could end up being the sacrifice. Okay, this is why you don't play with warlocks and stuff like that. Just, God forbid these people sacrifice one of these children that are here or younger people. The Page of Wands. I'm serious. All these people owe the King of Pentacles something, and that's not a good energy. They thought that they could get out of having to pay the King of Pentacles, who pays the devil. They thought that they could get out of having to pay by offering you up, and you can't be touched. And so now these people literally do not know what to do. They're going to have to try to sacrifice other people. But look at this. Now that God and the divine has gotten involved, there is no other recourse. These people, like normally a warlock, if a sacrifice doesn't go through, okay, normally that warlock is going to be like, okay, the spirits want your wife, then your daughter, your son, your cousin, your blah, blah, blah. That's what the warlock is going to do. It's going to say, okay, since you can't deliver me this person can't be touched, then the spirits want this, this, and this. And these people, when they're told to give up things that they actually care about, you know, and that there's no budging, the spirits won't budge or whatever. Because again, this is like spirits rejecting you being sacrificed. The ancestors being like, I am not going to touch that. I'm not getting anywhere. And this is these other people's ancestors, by the way, not getting anywhere near that, because it wants, whatever these beings are, they want to stay alive. So they're not going to come anywhere near taking anything from you or even trying to take you away from God. Like, they're not going to do that. So these people, they owe the King of Pentacles, who owes the devil, and they have to figure out, I mean, these spirits are going to ask for things that these people don't want to give, and they're going to be really mad at you that they weren't able to sacrifice you. And as they have to give up their son, take out their mother, take out their brother, their sister, whoever else, their lover, whatever, you know, or do something else disgusting, humiliating, and dark that's just as bad. But yeah, they're going to be told to have to take out somebody else. And as they're doing that, they're going to be thinking the whole time that they wished that it was you. And this is what's getting them in the trouble in the first place. You don't do shit like this to other people, ever. Never, ever, ever. Okay. And it worked out in the past where these people could just sacrifice whoever they wanted whenever they got ready. But that was the past. That's not the present. All right, you guys, thank you for making it to the ending of this reading. I love you so much. So I'm going to talk about the 2 books that are linked in the description box below. If you guys could get the likes up, please, and thank you. Okay, please like the video. Tap the notification bell. Make sure that you are subscribed. All of that is so important, you guys. It's so important that you interact with the algorithm, okay? Please and thank you. Okay, so I'm going to talk about the techniques from the Truth of God that I use every day. So the first technique is the God technique. The God technique raises you out of your ego's consciousness so that you look out through the eyes of your higher self, gives you the ability to detach from whatever's going on, to see it from a bigger picture, okay? Very, very helpful. I use the God technique every day. When I first started using it, I had felt all of my life trapped in the psychic realm, like just trapped in my ego, the one perspective. With the God technique, you rise out of that, and so that you're looking out through the eyes of your higher self, everything becomes completely clear. And then it's like a muscle that you build. You have that muscle, that interconnection, that you can rise above anything and connect with God's limitless energy at any time. So you go, oh, okay. And then you just keep building that connection. It's extremely powerful with the God technique. The second technique, that when you see me asking questions like, oh, is this blah, 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 or is that, I am using the joy versus anger technique, which works on clairsentience, which is a clear knowing, okay? So it's basically your gut feeling. And so that you can ask immediate questions with your higher self, God, which knows everything, by the way, and start being divinely led. Should I go here? Should I go there? Should I purchase this? Should I do that? When you get the answers, listen to them. Okay, so the answers will get you pretty far in life. Then the 1 to 10 ratio is really good for if you get like, let's say you want to go somewhere and the answer comes back as no. And you're like, dang, I really want to go. I want to find out why it's a no. Then you can do the 1 to 10 ratio, 1 being the lowest compatible, 10 being the highest compatible. This book will teach you how to get compatibility on a situation. And then from that point, you could ask more questions about like why it is that compatibility number that it is. And then there is the mind technique. So when you have stuff going on, always know that it is a thought or belief that you have that's within you that's pulling that situation in. Now, whether it's from this lifetime, from another, conscious or subconscious, is irrelevant. Okay, once you become aware of it, use the mind technique, which will teach you how to clear those thoughts and beliefs so that your reality will change. When I started using the mind technique, I started shifting realities and being in complete realities that are 100% different than the one that I originated in. And you can call it mandala effect, because that's truly what it is. Okay, and then there's the preemptive strike. So if you have certain storylines that you tell yourself all the time that are not positive storylines, that are not healing and nice, okay, and helpful. I keep seeing a fly like out of the corner of my eye. Anyways, you write those down, get them out of your mind, stop thinking them, write them down, and then do the mind technique and clear them so that you can get rid of them and they don't plague your existence, right? So this book is called The Truth of God Advanced Intuitive Living Workbook, written by Michael STEADMAN, who's a doctor of divinity. The link to this, is in the description box below. For those of you in the US, I have the paperback link that you can, it's linked in the description box below. And also on my other platform called Astraea Love, this book is tagged in the products on that channel. Okay, the second book we're going to talk about is Vassago Tarot Card Spreads and Spells. And this is the book that I've written. I didn't write it by myself. I wrote it with God and with Vassago. So this book will teach you how to read cards for yourself and for other people. I also have, for those of you that are interested, I have the quick and easy original Rider-Waite Tarot with the description on the cards that I was referencing, listed in the description box below. So I'm going to show you very briefly how this book works. So long story short, Vassago is an Ars Goetia spirit that King Solomon worked with. When he was building his temple, he figured out that King Solomon was a follower of Jesus and therefore a spirit of divination because Jesus had not come along yet. So, how Vassago explained the tarot works for me, or works, how he explained it to me that it works, I'm just trying to get these all in the upright because that will bug me, is while you're a human, you will go through experiencing every single card in the deck at one time or another. That is how it maps human consciousness. Okay, we'll do the strength. So out of the tarot deck, there's 78 cards total. 22 of them are the major arcana cards. That's everybody's favorites. The Lovers, the Sun, the Moon, the Star, the Devil, the Death, the Hangman, the Last Judgment, the Fool, the Justice. I think I said the World already. The Sun. The Temperance. Well, I won't go through them all, but dang, I thought that I had already corrected all these. So those are the major transitions. Those are called the major arcana cards. The rest of the deck is the minor arcana cards, the Moon, the Star. The minor arcana cards are the rest of the deck, which is the Pages, the Children energies, the Knights, the Hero energies, the Queens, the Kings, and then you have, which are like the rulers. Then you have, you've got the Aces, which come from God, and then the Tens that are a completion, like a finished project, or you have all 10, like something that's been completed. Okay, and so then you have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You've got Cups, which represent love and happiness. Okay, and you have Pentacles, which represent money and prosperity. Then you've got Swords, which represent protection and self-defense. And you have Wands, which represent magic and manifestation and words and stuff like that. Okay. So for this book, you want to have the original Rider-Waite deck. I have this exact quick and easy deck linked in the description box below. And on my other platform called Astraea Love, I have it tagged in the products with this book. So we're going to go to the strength cards. So this book has 22 tarot card spreads for the 22 major arcana. Okay. Cards, and then a spell for each and every one of those cards. So you do the tarot card spread first, gives you the information. Then when you're doing the spell ritual, you have something to focus upon. So I chose the strength. We're going to read from the strength, but I also added an additional tarot card spread, which is a 14 zodiac tarot card spread where you shuffle the entire deck. You pull 2 cards for each zodiac position. One card will represent your north node, where your destiny's at. The other card will represent your south node, where your ego's at. Then it gives you information how to connect with your destiny. The psychic tarot card spell that goes along with that is to connect with your destiny, literally. So right off at the beginning of the book, it goes in that direction. So you can either do these tarot card spreads from the beginning to the end, or you can do it just by whatever subject matter you have. And so this book starts off with a disclaimer that I feel like if you're going to read for other people, you definitely want to use, letting them know that tarot can be triggering. It can bring the truth out very abruptly, and that they just need to be prepared that they may not get the answer that they want. That's another thing. And then I have a prayer that God gave me to use. Okay, that's extremely powerful. Praise for you and whoever you're reading for. Then there is an initiation with Vassago if you choose to work with him. Now, he is awesome. How he's helped me is like throughout my journey, when I've been getting when I would get readings from other people way in the past before I knew about tarot, he would kind of peek his head in and tell me that that person didn't know what they were talking about, or they're not giving the right information. He would guide me. Now, when I pull cards for myself or for any situation that I'm trying to look at, and I'm attached to, he will help me see what is actually there. So that's how he has helped me. Very loving, very kind, very compassionate. Okay, so we're going to go to the strength, which is 159. I'm going to show you how this book actually works. So for each of the tarot cards in the deck, there's going to be a number association with them, a yes, no, maybe, or cautious answer. And then there's going to be one or more zodiac sign. So the strength card is the number 8. The answer is yes, the zodiac is Leo. The strength card is the card of tolerance, character, and compassion. The heart chakra is associated with both the zodiac Leo and the strength card. Strength tells you that you can face any problem with inner strength. When you are challenged, maintain control of the situation by reacting calmly. Do not get angry. Have patience with others' weaknesses and do not allow them to become your own. Look to a strong woman for support. So you shuffle the whole deck. You pull 1 card for each position. So I'm actually going to do that. Give this a good shuffle. Okay, so position 1 is the infinity sign. This card position will reveal to you how strong you actually are. The infinity symbol is a symbol of eternity along with strength. What strengths do you inherit from your family? What strengths do you give to your children? There's a power lingering here with the overcoming of every obstacle. If you pull the strength card, you will know that you have the strength within you to succeed at your biggest dream. If you pull the temperance card for this position, that will mean that you're working towards becoming very strong and are on a journey of learning your own personal and spiritual limitations. Ace of Pentacles, yes. This is freaking awesome. For your infinity strength, the Ace of Pentacles, yes, I accept. That means good time for diet and exercise, physical self-improvement and beauty. Money and material possessions come easily. New subjects, success. Projects will grow and prosper. Trust in your own instincts and ideas. Others will help. Rely on your friends and family for support. That's awesome. Oh my gosh. So that's how, and you can use these tarot card spreads and spells over and over again. That's how it works. The strength tarot card spell is to become stronger. Okay, and that can be on whatever subject that you want. I invoke, draw in, and evoke, draw out the strength of the Most High God into all areas of my life and energetic being. I accept the power that comes from the Most High, and I'm grateful for all the strength that the Divine has to offer me. Okay, now I'm going to go to the back of the book where I have a compendium of knowledge. If you were to pull more than one of the major arcana cards out together in a reading, I would pause the reading, go to the back of the book, see if that first card combination, by the first card you pull, if it's there. If it's not, then I would go to the second card. I'm going to read a little bit from the strength. The Strength card is always a great card to pull because it relays spiritual gifts and hidden talents that make you a strong person. If you were to pull the Strength card in the reverse, it would indicate that someone is playing on your weaknesses or that you or the person in question is weak in a major way. If you pull the Strength card with then any of the major arcana cards, you can add strength to whatever the subject of the card is. If you pull the strength after the major arcana card, then you will know that through the subject of the arcana card that strength is built or established. The strength in the reverse speaks to personal and moral weaknesses. It means that someone is easily tempted to abuse their power and create immoral actions against others. The strength in the reverse can also be a pessimistic attitude. When you pull the strength of the reverse, get ready to become aware of major personality flaws that you denied were there. So check this book out, you guys. It is called Vassago Tarot Card Spreads and Spells. I have it linked in the description box below. Also on my other platform called Astraea Love, which is also linked in the description box below. Or it's not linked, but it's mentioned. I have these books, these two books, The Truth of God and Vassago Tarot Card Spreads and Spells. And I have this deck tagged in the products over there. Okay? So check it out, you guys. I love you so much. Peace be with you. Thank you for spending your time with me. Please like the video, tap the notification bell, make sure you're subscribed, okay? I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye.